Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. This is a hamster crawling around on my back. Crawling around to my back, anyway. Here we go. Little booga booga boogle crawling around on me. She's a cutie. An absolute little sweetheart, even though she's vicious and bites. She's savage and cruel and an absolute cutie. Hi. Just as sentient as we are. Just as sentient as we, with a much smaller brain and a much smaller operating system, but inside that tiny little head is a sense of I that has tiny little emotions and tiny little feelings, but she's just as much a being as I. And she's a cutie, so I'm going to put her back in her cage so that she can go back to sleep, though. Here we go. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Ta-da. I dropped her on, well, I didn't drop, but I placed her onto her house, and so now she's crawling around. So it's a good thing. Yay. Hamsters are so awesome. I cannot see a thing this morning, so I don't know if my webcam is in focus or not. I cannot get my eyes to focus. I have not been able to. I had to split my methadone tablet in half. They're scored right down the center, so if you have to, you can just go pop, and they break easily, easily. But I couldn't see any of the scores or lines or anything, and they were just small fuzzy white blobs, and so I had to guess where the score line was. I cannot see a bloody thing, and it is kind of irritating in that fashion. Such is life, though. Such is life. I'll get glasses again one day. One day. It's the expensive part is going to get the prescription done. That's the one that costs the money. I mean, the lenses themselves, you can get like what? There's places you can get like 2 pair for under $100. You just need the prescription, and that's the expensive part. One day, like I say, and it's something that's got to be done. I mean, I got to be able to see, because days like today where I can't see anything are getting more and more common. I mean, it's really bad today. Normally I can read, if I get to a certain distance. Not today. Not today. So hopefully it's just temporary. Sorry about that. My bloody throat this morning. It's a super pollen-y year this year. We're having like 10 times the pollen count, at least in this area. I don't know about the rest of the world and the country, but right in this area it's mega pollen-y. I'm wheezy and coughy because of all the pollen. My sinuses are affected, my eyes are affected, and I'm lucky I'm not really affected by pollen, so for it to be affecting me, there's a lot of pollen. So, what was I going to be saying? I don't know, my memory is really shot too. There was something I was going to say. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it's really dumb stuff though. I don't have anything really important to talk about unless I did, because my memory is really bad today too. But I really need to cut my hair with this wave that I got coming back in. I mean, all this stuff is just all my waves and the finger waves and in my hair that I've got everywhere. That's completely natural. My hair has a mind of its own. My entire life, the most I've been able to do with it was for a period of time where I was able to just brush it straight back and then sort of get it into little ringlets for a little time. But even that, it fought hard to go back into this, so there we go. And so it's just, but my hair is not thick enough to really have a wave in it like this anymore. My hair is, I'm glad to have hair. I'm glad my hairline has only receded, all in all, maybe a ½ inch in total. It's receded. I've always had extremely high widow's peaks. Even as a teenager, they were super high. So I don't even know if my widow's peaks have really moved, but it has receded about ½ inch or so. It's gotten thin, very, very thin in comparison to my youth. Boy, because when I used to wear glasses as a teen, when I was in the Air Force too, especially, my hair came down and it just went thump. and then rested across my eyebrows, just went across here straight, and it was just thick. It was like a fungus on the side of my head. And now, not so. But, as much as it's thin, and I've always had dishwater blonde hair, now it's dishwater gray. But I've always told my friends who were younger than I, and yet many of them are bald, having to shave their heads now because of their male pattern baldness. It's better thin and gray than going away. So, at least I've still got hair, and I'm gonna hopefully have hair. If I don't, I don't. I've always said I'm going to be one of those guys that if I start to get just a tuft in the front, no, that's shaving. That tuft looks so horrible. I'm just going to shave my head like one of those other sufferers of male pattern baldness if that happens. I don't know. Like I say, it's thinning, but it's here. And thin is still here. I'm thinning, it's not thinned yet. Oh well on that. Yeah, today is just I woke up and have been trying to wake up. Well, woke up physically because of pain. That's what wakes me up every day. Life is life. I don't move. Literally, I don't move when I lie down. There is one position that my body will move to. I will actually physically move to if I'm not careful. I have to put a pillow behind my back because I will, in time, if I don't have a pillow, fall slowly onto my back as I'm sleeping. That is the only moving that I will do, because once I'm on my back, my arms where they were on their side are still over here, and everything is super uncomfortable. And if I'm on my back, my legs hurt so bad that I can barely move. I start to cry. It hurts so much. So I put a pillow behind my back to keep me from flopping onto my back. But when I put my arms here and I go to sleep, 6 hours later, my arms are still right there, not having moved, and my shoulder is so sore from being in the same position. And the underside is so sore from being laying on in the same position. And my feet don't move. I just don't move. And that's not good. So I woke up from pain, as stated, and then I came in here and I've been awake. It's 7:07 a.m. and I've been awake since 5 a.m.-ish. So I am tired. My brain's not really functioning, and that's okay. Not every day is a high-functioning day. I just have to remember I need to call and renew my methadone prescription, because today is the 14th, and it's due on the 17th. Oops, I've got 3 days, and hopefully the post office will be able to get it here in time. Otherwise, on Wednesday, I have an appointment in Seattle. We might have to swing by the American Lake place. And, today's 14, 15, it'd be the day prior. I wouldn't be able to pick it up because it's the day prior to that. 17th is Thursday, so they'll have to mail it to me, and hopefully it'll be getting here in time. That'll be good. Oy. Otherwise, that would be bad. And of course, this is a paraphrasing of, I don't even know if it's a complete statement from like AA or NA or anything, but I had heard, and I've taken this one to heart. They said there is no shame in falling down. The shame is in not getting back up. If you fall, if you are trying to get clean, if you're trying to get sober, if anything like that, and you fall and you drink, or you ingest, you use your drug of choice for whatever reason, the shame is not in falling. That's not the problem. We're all human. We're going to break. We're going to fall. We're going to not be able to keep it up. There's no shame in that. The shame is in the next day going, well, I fell. I'm going to stay here. There's where the shame is. If you immediately go, well, boy, did I mess up. And then you take that to heart and you make sure to not do that mistake again, zero shame. There is zero shame in that, ever. Never, ever, ever feel bad about climbing back up to where you were if you climb back up to where you were. If you're in the process of getting there, if you're fighting and struggling your way back, no shame. Thank goodness you're able to do it. Very good. Yeah, today is I just got to get that done, and past that, not a whole lot. There is some stuff I'd like to get done, just on a purely me level. I still want to get a fiction type podcast thing going on, where I just read my stories, and I would like to be able to read other people's stories, people submitting fiction, where I would read their stories as well in the podcast. So it would be a combination of my fiction and other people's fictions, where I would just read a story, and then that would be the thing. So as soon as I get back into the problem is pushing into writing, and I keep telling my therapist is why it's so hard to write, and it is. I mean, because it takes a lot of spoons to write. Your brain uses up 25% right off the top of the bat as a default. 25% of all the energy your body takes in just to run your brain at a default. It's keeping your body moving level. The more you think, the more energy your brain uses. So yeah, thinking is exhausting. Your brain can use up to 1/3 to 1/2 of all the calories that your body brings in if you're thinking hard. So writing is tough that way. And then with my other issues, my fibro, my carpal tunnel, my severed but healed, almost completely healed radial nerve here. My hand's still clumsy, but I can use it. Now all of these things get so that when I lean up to start typing, it's exhausting just to getting there. I'm so tired even before I start typing and doing things. But as my therapist says, it's one of the laws of the universe. An object at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion. Once you get started and you break through that inertia, it's easier to keep going than it is to stop again. So you just gotta push and break through, and boy, that's that pushing and breaking through that's the hard part for me. Now I've got still a couple books inside of my head I want to write out, and if I don't, oh well. I mean, is there going to be an end to the universe? No. Is civilization going to fall? No. Will I be unhappy? Maybe. So I'm not too horribly disappointed in life or the universe or myself if I never write my books or my stories. I'd like to. I could stoke that fire up in my belly again so that I was writing and sending out books and being like this one crack columnist that I'm writing, where he's getting ready to send his novel out that he just wrote to agents and start getting it published. Well, trying to get it published. I mean, there's no guarantees. But he's got that fire in his belly, and I could stoke up that fire in my belly. I could stoke up that fire in my belly again. So very, very cool. Man. Oh well. One day, I got stories to write and things to do, and it'll be awesome. At least I hope so. And if not, life is life. Again, a part of it is the nihilistic. Which one was it? It's the existential nihilist. I'm not a cosmic nihilist. I'm just an existential nihilist, where I believe that there is no point or purpose in human life. There is no reason or point or purpose in any human activity, and basically we're all just waiting to die. That just means you have to put your own meaning into life, because there is nothing intrinsically here. You have to fill your life with meaning. That is freeing. That has given me my purpose in life. And my purpose in life right now is making videos for you guys. And you know what? That pleases me to no end. I am very happy doing that. So very, very cool. So see? Existential nihilism has made my life happy, complete, and full. So thumbs up. Now I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It is a range of 20 to 25 because with my fibro and stuff, I lose track, even though I'm counting in American Sign Language on the fingers on my left hand. If I mispronounce your username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're not much good at being arrogant and destroying the world. Play to your strengths. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them all afterward, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. Thank you for having left a comment. Very, very cool. So, calling up my Chrome, and we have Ethan _Hokot. Thank you very, very much. Latina Girl 18. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. David Scanty. Thank you. Latina. Nope, I already did that one. Sorry. See the way my eyes are. Carlos B, thank you very much. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Tundra Keeper, son of a gun. How about that? And Summer Smith, greatly appreciated. Sophia _Galaxy 17, thank you very, very much. Scent, very basic. Skook Nasty, greatly appreciated. Mark Grawl, greatly appreciated. Jordan Eli, thumbs up. DNA, greatly appreciated. Official Aaron, thumbs up and thank you. The Yomi Schaus legend, I know I didn't pronounce that correctly, but thank you. GSS765, thank you very, very much. And Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. SG Kuru, I sure hope I'm close, thank you. And Taz2269, thank you. Nightcrade 0, thank you very, very much. Lovesick, thank you very, very much. And Max Fry, thank you, greatly appreciated. Bubba Kills 666, thank you very, very much. And then we have Swedish Cookie Monster. I think I'm at this one, that's 24. And then last but not least, Carmen Gonzalez. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated, each and every one of you. Thumbs up. It's just a good thing. It is not a good landscape behind these eyes, though getting better. Every day, in every way. We are getting better and better. Except those of us that are dying. Now, therapy is helping me out incredibly. It is a very, very good thing. It was all an accident, too. I signed up with the VA again to get onto meds. And they signed me up for both med therapy and therapy. I didn't ask for that, but I said, hey, that sounds cool. And then the medical part had to cancel. So I just ended up going to therapy. A wonderful accident. Perfect. It was wonderful. Best thing in the world for me. If you could check out my links, I got Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be very, very cool, very awesome. Like one of these beautiful and awesome people. Thumbs up and thank you. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate, forgetting the words there, all my positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. If you wouldn't want to, I understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. And that is a very good thing. I look so tired in this video. I can barely keep my eyes open. I am so sorry. I don't know why I'm so tired either. I could go back to sleep, except I hurt and I can't go back to sleep. Such is life. I also have an Amazon wish list if you wanted to check out the wish list. I have to put some more minor things on there again, because if you just would like to support me without actually sending money, but just by buying things, I like to have little small things on there so you can do that. Excuse me. And I'm partnered with Humble Bundle. If you could check them out, that'd be awesome. They donate to charity. They're very cool. I subscribe to their service. You know, one day I'll be paid for them if enough people buy from them, so that'd be awesome. So I'm going to try and have a reaction video today. Going to have a game video. Got hopefully a game video for my channel, other channel, game channel. Hopefully streaming God of War again tonight. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. So take care.